a convict in hiding?
I'm trying to come up with something for that. I just got nothing. Like, you're not wrong. Probably shouldn't be on camera. I'm already on YouTube screaming at Olin. Fucking Olin. Busy touching cows. Oh, are we on? Okay.
Yeah,
wow, my hair actually looks like that?
Looks fine.
I look like complete
You look
garbage.
good in a crew cut. You're not bad looking, but you're just like a crew cut. Really good.
I guess I'll take
you
that
see
as a compliment.
JD's haircut? Just get the JD.
I was going to say, I want JD's haircut.
Do the JD.
Do the
And then come dressed exactly like him. One day. That
Side
would be
note,
great.
when JD starts like yelling, even though when I know he's kidding, it's actually quite terrifying.
JD yells?
He just did in the design lab.
Oh.
Michael, do you record all these videos?
We're live streaming right now.
To what?
The experimental sparks.
Oh, okay. Cool, so what are we doing?
Okay, so I blew up the inverter because the difference, before I was able to slam the pedal down and release it.
You did blow up the inverter.
Yes.
Okay. Explain how that happened, because I'm not clear what happened.
I'm gonna get some to eat ready because I think it'll be lunch.
Oh, fuck. So I was going to ask if you even know what's going to accompany you, but
I mean, you're doing a meeting. Who are we webcamming with?
We're live streaming.
It's called nerd cams. You know how chicks do like gamer cams and
Webcam.
webcams.
You see my channel.
Yeah.
Do we all
Experimental
strip
Sparks.
now?
It's
Is how this
just
works?
like a nerd.
We all get naked and do a meeting?
for that.
4 guys in the car.
So, side note, I actually found a picture of you like on camera in the E-Lab.
We're never gonna get anything done.
Doing what?
You don't remember this, but I had a
You think
webcam
some
on
more?
my desk
Yeah.
to watch just the
You
door.
sure?
Oh, it's probably fucking with somebody.
That's exactly what it was. We did that so we could catch JD coming in. And then he showed up with
Okay, let me ask
scissors and
Did
stuff.
he?
Series of
Yeah.
questions. Did you test it on the little motor?
It's been too long.
Yes. Hey.
Is JD back in town or hang on?
And it worked?
Shit's on.
What about Johnny?
No,
We can set up something.
I'll leave this conversation with
I
that.
should talk to Johnny, yeah.
Look what I
I was
found.
talking about.
Oh, look at that. What a card. Yeah, that's a good one. What does the front say? 4UTA.
Yeah, I found it in it was in the back of parts.
The nerd cam?
No, this is the e-car YouTube
We're
channel.
using OBS? Okay, wonderful.
Yeah. It's got like a thermal camera and other desktop captures.
Do we have any viewers or anything?
Oh, I don't know. We're having an e-car meeting.
Yeah, okay. So I came to tell Randy I'm going to be back. So I'll see you soon.
I'll get your dinner tonight.
Oh, don't worry about it. We're going to be at Woods' house anyway, right?
I mean, it's at the front door.
You going to Woods tonight?
We're going to see the GT40.
Have you confirmed that with him?
I texted him yesterday. I probably should reconfirm now.
You probably
Tell him
should.
that.
You've seen him today and everything. Just be like, still good for Mitt and I to come over. Make sure you drop my name in there because I don't think he realizes that I'm your chauffeur and or landlady. Yeah.
Usually.
Sure, I thought it might be a good role or something. Okay.
Well, I gotta sit here and deal with this.
No, you guys do.
I actually don't know what I'm dealing with yet.
I imagine, try not to say fuck shit and make sure he doesn't throw anything. Just actually push this stuff away so he has nothing to grab onto immediately. Thanks. Yeah, I can see it. Peace out.
Alright. Michael, go ahead and lead.
Yeah, Michael, what's up?
So features when you're doing software.
Ramp.
Before I was able to press a pedal down and release it and not having voltage spikes. But the difference this time is that when I held the pedal down, when I pushed the pedal down all the way quickly, I held it down all the way, and that's when it blew up. And that's when the motor was at a standstill. So there's no back EMF.
You
So,
just overcurrented the fuck out of it. is what you
yes. And it's very difficult, maybe impossible, to package a current sensor on 2 to 3 phases. So what we should do instead is RPM-based duty cycle limiting. So we can figure out, like experimentally, that when the motor is not spinning maybe 15% duty cycle does full current.
Okay. Well,
Let's
So
do
how-
duty cycle ramping on startup.
I thought we already had this. in
No,
our
it has to
inventory.
be as a function of speed. I mean, if the motor is standing still, we cannot do 100%. That will.
Yeah, that's why I use duty cycle ramping, linear
Okay,
ramp.
so this is gonna be
No.
like a 2 or
What-
3-dimensional lookup table.
Ramping is a function of speed, not time.
Okay, fine.
So is that a
But you
direct?
can do a function of time. You can do
No, speed.
either.
Time isn't a part of this.
So okay, so we
Sure.
have duty cycle and RPS. Is that it?
Yes. Now, I don't believe we never confirmed that the
RPS
RPM
works.
math is even right,
Yeah.
and the timers are set up right
Don't think we did either.
to read at like 100 RPM.
It
or-
really should. Honestly, those
down.
timers should be running at almost megahertz, but I don't think you can do that on a DS6.
So I have a RPM counter, so we can actually verify.
It was not correct. We verified it wasn't.
No, this is right.
I know, but we verified whatever's.
How far off was it?
Oh, the software, yes.
Don't know, but way off.
Fuck.
Yeah, but I'm sure because this is a huge range, like 100 RPM and 1400.
All that matters
It's
is
got
the.
like scale timers, and we configure it for like different speed ranges.
I'm trying to figure out. The problem is your DIDT is too great.
No, you're still overcomplicated.
I-
Sure, it's a problem, but we're not. There's no point in discussing that. It's just okay, fine. Okay, another thing we need to do is synchronous switching.
That's easy. I already set that up as soon as we tested.
That's easy.
Yes. Because. Because.
And that's set up on the module level, not.
Yes, because the module has built-in. Hey, I like that shirt. The module has a built-in. What is it called?
Dead time.
Yeah, but it has a built-in mode that you just have to set up, and it does it for you. So you set up, and I already set up that stuff. It just needs to be tested.
So we need to fix up and confirm RPM, make sure it works, and do the
Which it doesn't.
duty cycle limiting, do soft switching, and
That's
then
done.
regen.
That's done.
That's okay. So then we just need. To
However, regen won't work in practicality.
And
it
then we-
works in theoretically because
no, it does.
no. Listen. The regen set up now because the regen is constant duty cycle. We need variable duty cycle for feedback, driver feedback. We'll have to set
Okay.
that up.
Yes, that, and then we should maybe not anytime soon, but eventually synchronous switching for regen too.
Michael, what's a password for the lab Wi-Fi?
Actually, synchronous switching.
It was something stupid.
It's actually probably whatever you left it as.
That's what I was
I
thinking.
think
I don't remember
regen
what it
works
was on there.
completely different. I don't know how to do that on regen.
Well, for what it's worth, you have a pretty nice lab set up. I just wish it was cleaner.
Don't start cleaning it. We want to
Okay.
clean from time.
Probably will.
FSA 80707.
Really? Oh, something else.
Okay, and then another thing we need, we need to set up the speed in both directions so it works. And also, well, I'm mainly talking to Anthony right now on this. The commutation table is, okay, so it was working right, Anthony, but when I configured the Hall states so that like the zero crossing is opposite polarity of the phase, it's the other way around. So what we should, and then no correct combination will commutate this motor right here. So what I'll do is set up the commutations so they're correct, the Hall effect feedback sensors according to back EMF. And then we need to change the software so that it spins correctly, and then it spins correctly in both directions. Because when we move this arbitrarily going from left to right to test the gears, I think we'll still use this inverter for a while just to test the gears to make sure that they're spinning right, and we can spin them up to high speed with the load without them doing the knocking sound. We need to be able to quickly change the direction.
Why change direction?
We have to be able to change the direction arbitrarily on the software easily. So we have it set up correctly on left and right side.
Oh yeah, we have that capability. It's just copy and pasting needs to be done, and double checking, blah blah blah. Did you look at the terminal and check the commutation? Spin it by hand and check the commutation.
It's not. It doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I know.
Even on that mode.
I know, but it goes in an order and it has to be in that order.
Well,
And the software has it labeled on which order it goes into.
oh, okay. Well,
Then we can figure out what the problem is exactly.
whatever. No, we just need to redo all of this, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's not the way it's set up though.
But
That's not
that's-
the way the commutation table works.
Yes, that's what's wrong. We need to set it up so it's everything's logical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the waveforms look like this. So I'm gonna look at the Hall effect sensor, make sure it's set up right. I think it is, but I may.
Well, I need this computer because I don't have the laptop.
That's fine. I'll give it to you.
And then I'll download the code and then we'll test the little motor on the synchronous switching, which may just not work at all. Were you testing Regen or something over here, Michael?
Yeah, I was doing something.
Hey, Anthony.
Okay. Well. So what do you want to talk about, the LA stuff, Randy?
Before we get to that, do you know what this SX200 boot?
Nope.
You know what that is?
Where are you at?
I'm on the shop cam.
No idea. Probably nothing.
Well, I was gonna ask about what your plans were for LA, but I thought you had accepted
I
Faraday.
did, but I didn't want to say anything from Leslie, because I talked to her a little bit, but I haven't confirmed. You know what I mean? I didn't want to get in that conversation yet.
We should
Tough
just break it.
conversation.
Get
Shut up,
Get
Michael.
another QT HBA in LA.
What does that mean? You know what you just said?
Q5.
Oh,
QT, like HB7 or HB6.
Yes.
Hot body 7 ranking.
Michael, I struggle to understand.
okay. Anyway, yes, I did
Is this
accept.
I'm not being facetious. I'm not trying to be a smartass like I normally am. Like, I'm seriously asking. Like, are you having doubts about moving to LA?
No, I'm thinking that's like 90% of what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna talk to my mom tonight and just finalize my decision and talk to Leslie too. But I have accepted. They are expecting me to show up. Like John Alzer is supposed to like come get me.
From the airport?
I don't know. I have to read the email again, but John Alzer is supposed to like tour me around the first day.
I'm about to delete all this stuff. Do you care about any
No,
of
I
this?
don't care.
You're not going to keep these snapshots?
No,
Because it's completely out of space, so
it's not my problem.
not anymore. So what's your gut telling you to do?
Probably better career move to go to Faraday because I can get experience.
I agree with
Move on. Because you can't get once you get on a powertrain team, then you can get a couple years experience and go wherever I want.
I also agree with that. That's an
So-
excellent point.
I think that's the whole benefit. Even if Faraday runs out of money in a year or two, which they probably will,
Which they will.
then but at least I'll have 2 years of experience on the powertrain team and have all my stuff for the next EV or maybe aerospace company that
So what about your personal life?
I don't know. That's the question. It's a big move on the personal side.
When does Leslie graduate?
Like 3 years, 2 years.
Well, that's rough, dude.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's the thing. I have to talk to her about it, and I have to talk to my mom. She lives here too. But here's my plan. I'm gonna
So it's
drive.
hard to remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive to LA, have an Airbnb for 2 weeks, and find an apartment, and then while I'm doing that, set up with the moving team at Faraday to move my shit. Get it all in one location and have them move it. I think that's the plan.
And that's not a bad plan. I was just curious about whether you were actually going to make the move.
Yes.
And it sounds like you are going to make the move.
I don't see why not, unless I just feel really sad or something.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was wondering about. Like, if you're, it was not easy for me to leave DFW, move to LA, and I have like nothing tying me here
Yeah.
because I was just like, I'm used to Arlington. Like I'm
Yeah.
here now, I'm in Arlington. I'm like, fuck, I actually kind of miss this place.
Yeah.
I don't really feel like LA was home. I definitely don't feel like the Bay Area is home.
Yeah.
The place I'm just temporarily living. It's all part of growing up.
Yep.
I always feel that way when I fly back into the
But-
country.
Even if I go,
Home again.
if I go to
Speak
Yeah.
my accent.
I think Faraday is the career move because if I go to SpaceX, they're gonna put me on like sensor test engineer or some bullshit,
SpaceX is definitely going to pigeonhole you.
or Tesla will put me on like crash test or some bullshit. Like I won't get on powertrain.
You won't
no
have
way.
to work with foreigners at SpaceX.
That's
anymore.
true. I won't have to work with those damn foreigners.
So Indians on the visas.
Well, I should just go there.
You act like it would be easy to get in.
No, I'm just
SpaceX,
I'm
knowing
joking.
what you know about my skill level, SpaceX turned me down twice.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking.
So how many interviews did you get? Did they say why? Or?
So the first time I interviewed in 2016, I guess they must have fucked up because the interview went from software developer to test engineer. I'm like, what the fuck? Like when they gave me like the coding test or the exercise, I got this test and I was reading it, I was like, I got the wrong email. Like this is like literally nothing to do with the job description. So I did it anyway, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna have to turn you down. I'm like, oh, shit. And then the second time, Jake Oberg found a position in LA, like at the Hawthorne location. They desperately needed somebody to just design a canvas architecture. He's like, oh, well, Randy can do that. And then I think I talked to him on the phone once, and then they just never called me back again. Of course, I didn't really follow up because I just didn't care.
We gotta follow up. Anyway, my point is that I won't get on the team that like a powertrain team anywhere.
That's the nice thing about Faraday is because it's just kind of a mess right now. You can do whatever the fuck you want,
Yep.
and you can learn what you want. People are happy that you're there because you're competent.
So I can get on. I think that's the biggest pull to go to Faraday is because I can get experience on a team that is normally impossible to get into.
That's a good point.
And then once I have my experience, and then you can pretty much go anywhere.
And you can go pretty much anywhere. So for what it's worth, Michael, this is a good conversation for you to hear too,
Yeah.
because if you have interests in any kind of powertrain development, like Faraday is still trying to find people. And I think if you were to just take a picture of this car and just carry it over there, with my recommendation, like no fucking questions asked, they would have you in a heartbeat.
So in front of the dean, I guess maybe I sound like stupid. I have no idea what I want to do.
Yeah, you got it, Bob. That was such an awkward. Like you just
They kind of put you on the spot.
They put you on the spot, and then you just like you sit there for a second. I don't know. And then
Honestly, I really don't care. I care more about the culture and the people are great to get along with instead of like
Yeah,
I want to build things shit to go into space. I really don't care. It's like a robot to climb on Mars or a robot to swim and poop in the sewer. It's, if it's a more fun team to work with, I'd rather do the robot in the sewer.
that's fun.
Oh, actually, what I was going to say, I really like power electronics. So if I went to Faraday Future to work on drivetrain, I would stay miles away from software. I don't care if you need that.
Mm.
They do
Power
need-
electronics,
They still need somebody to do power electronics.
So does SpaceX.
physical.
I wouldn't go to SpaceX, honestly.
They fucked up. They never called you back. Why didn't you just call them and be like, hey, what's going on?
I just didn't care.
Well, same thing happened with Rivian. They never called.
That was like myself and Jonna like protecting me from a bad situation. We didn't. I don't know how much I can. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter with you guys, but there were other things going on behind the scenes where we knew it was bad and we were like trying to gently let candidates down just so they wouldn't get stuck there. And you were one of those candidates. We did some magical things and you disappeared from the system. And that's not because you're an idiot, it's because we're actually trying to prevent you from getting stuck in a really shit situation. And it was a garbage situation. Worst job I've ever had. Like,
Yeah.
holy fuck. I can't believe I put up with that for 6 months. You should be happy that they didn't call you back. You do not want to go there.
Good. Yeah. Dude, old Richard Slindy wants to come back to Faraday. That made me chuckle, like on the inside, like the
Did
true.
you tell Michael about Richard Slendy?
No.
So they found, you know my personality, right?
Mhm.
They found another one of me in LA,
Except.
except like way more intense.
Yeah, like.
And super energetic.
Jonathan Streeter.
No, actually, like he's more like a bro version of me.
Yeah, he's like the bro Randy.
It's like more masculine. Does he lift and
Yes, he lifts.
He's the bro Randy, and he just like shit on everything all the time.
I started lifting recently. To do squats. I'm gonna go to the Mac next. You should come with me, Randy.
How would I get into
teach
the
you how
Mac?
to do squats.
How would I get into that?
I think I can bring like one guest a week or something. Right?
I don't know.
Do that. Yeah.
I don't know. I never
Yes.
brought people. I was lame. I just put one for myself.
We should all go to the Mac next and do squats.
So we can.
Anyway, LA is.
Just so we can be pros together.
Well, I mean, I'm here till Sunday, so we can make that happen.
Yeah. Oh, okay, we'll do it.
think-
We'll go pro out and we'll do squats at the Mac.
I think LA is a nice area. Can't beat the weather. There's no freaking bugs. Yeah, it costs a lot. It's not a problem.
It doesn't really cost that much compared to like the Bay Area.
Yeah, yeah.
I told you how much I'm paying right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't that just make you sick to your stomach? It's,
2,500.
23 and some change because I pay for a parking spot. So it's a lot, Michael. Like it's rough.
Almost 30,000 a year.
Yes.
So I'm talking to Powertrain boss. I emailed him today, just letting him know I got back from my trip. He said, I want to let you know he'll be in. They're going on a test trip to Arizona. So Powertrain lead is now driving one of the FF cars to Arizona for a test trip. He's going with because obviously he fucks up. So they're gone for 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks when I'm supposed to show up.
The whole powertrain team.
The lead, like the manager. Some of the other child powertrain folks will join the second week of the trip. So yeah, I will be joining while he's gone.
So 90% going to LA.
Mhm. He says, I will have John Alzer come pick you up after your new hire orientation next Monday. That's all I said. So I guess John will come get me from the god-awful grits of, what's his name? The HR kid,
Brent.
Brent Martin, yes.
Good old Brent Martin. I knew it created ways to fuck everything up.
But yeah, so that's the plan as of now. But I'm gonna talk to my mom tonight. See what's going on. See
Do
what
you feel like she's going to try to veto?
I don't know. She probably will, but we'll see. I'm gonna have a talk after this. I'm going over there. Okay, Michael, what do you want to do first?
Spin this motor.
Can you turn it on? Is it all hooked up?
I think so. I'm gonna go check on
Is it hooked up to batteries or power supply?
the batteries.
Fuck. Okay, well, I'm gonna hook up the little motor.
But we can spin it with the 12-volt supply to make sure it's commutating right first.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I don't want to put it to batteries and then test new stuff and then it breaks everything.
Ah shit, no. I guess you gotta pay $10.
What are you doing?
trying to clean up the shop computer and make it stop sending the emails.
Alright. Well, oh yeah, the Altium computer is in the design now, by the way. You can't get your lab to buy you a license?
Oh, yeah, I can, but I already have software.
Well, I'm gonna
Or
use this
that.
computer.
Okay.
You have what?
I have the OrCAD.
Why would you wanna use that?
That was Matt used. That was something that Matt used.
Altium?
Like when you started with WordCAD. No, Matt wasn't the one. Mike McCready did that.
Okay, let's look up and see if Randy's server is still running or not, or if it blew up.
What server? Oh, the one in my apartment.
The GitLab.
Still works.
So I have all the batteries hooked up to a contactor right here. This is the remote shit button.
Oh, I remember
Hook up
that
to
thing.
low power, low energy. That way, when I load this new software on there, it doesn't blast it. Also, I don't know.
What?
A lot of stuff needs to be updated and fixed. I just never got around to doing this because it's a lot of time. How'd the Picoscope work for you?
Oh, it works great. I have the voltage probe.
Oh, you got averaging working?
Current probe hooked up. Yeah, and then so it can read back power to the motor and multiply the two channels.
Excellent.
The lights are flashing. What is that giant thing?
This is the motherboard.
You bought that?
I made it. I
You
designed
made it?
Yes, I designed it.
When did that happen? I missed all this. When did this happen?
March.
Really?
Yeah, go read my log files on the website.
I must have missed those.
Yeah. GitLab, sign in. What the fuck? Did you change my password, Randy? It's no longer working.
Well, dude, password reset.
Oh, I misspelled my email wrong.
Shit. Nice.
Really hope this works. Really hope. Is it really that loose?
No, I have the wrong bolts in
Yeah, this next week is gonna be absolute hell for me. Hello? Yeah, what's up? Really? That quick? Oh my gosh, well what do you want? You want Oh, I'm here with Randy and Michael.
Fuck! Did you install Motion Eye on this computer? Did you?
Yes. Yes.
God damn it! There's a 212 gig log file. How did you do that?
Whoops. Yeah, I'm with these hooligans trying to figure out stuff. I thought you'd be on break like in a couple of hours, not in 30 minutes. Okay. Alright, well I'll see you later tonight.
Holy fuck.
Alright, bye bye. Okay, so I didn't know the logs would keep saving. I thought it would delete everything.
This is fucking incredible. I've never seen something this big before.
What is it logging? What the fuck is it
I
logging?
can't catch
That's
the
what the
whole
model
thing.
told me.
Shut my please. I can't catch the whole thing because it's 212 gigs. Like it would take me all day to read. I guess I can take it. I don't.
Get the last like 30 lines or something.
What I'm doing. Error failed to get config for remote camera. I guess you have some cameras that aren't checking in and just.
Oh, yeah, when the IP addresses change on there, it can't find the camera.
Oh, I've never seen anything that big before.
Yeah, just delete that log file and I'll turn off logging or something. Okay, I've got to get.
I was wondering why this thing kept sending me emails about it being completely out of space. And it's like, oh, right there's a problem right there.
Get remote.
It's just
Get remote set URL origin paste. Get fetch. No. Oh, motherfucker, people keep calling me. Yo, what's up? Just got back from UK like yesterday, so just recovering. What's that? Yesterday. What are you up to? How's it going? How's the work? It's really hot out there. Are you doing okay? I said it's really hot out there. Are you doing okay? Okay. Yeah, man, I just got back. Had a blast. Got to see a lot of cool stuff. Got a lot of good stories. Mm. Well, how did you hear that? Because only one person knows about that. Damn. See, I'm going to my mom's today. You've been texting my mom? Pretty weird. Yeah, what are you doing? Or what do you want to go like are you dropping stuff off or something? Yeah, come down definitely. I'm gonna come up there probably around 7-ish. Depends on when you're coming up there. Might change the times. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's hot out there.
Michael, do you have a portable device?
Yeah, I'm going to. Are you
Drive.
gonna
So we can pull these
you gonna
videos
go
you want.
to Kansas with her or something?
External hard drive.
Talking about
Portable hard drive?
External hard drive, portable hard drive,
Oh.
yes.
No, at my apartment, not here.
That's fine, we can do it some other time.
Can you hear me that? Screws up.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she was talking about that. Problem is, I need to get all my stuff in one. I'm trying to centralize all my things because if I move to California, I need to centralize everything so a moving company can come pick it up. Yeah. It seems like the leading candidate right now. Yeah, it'll be really cool. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. But I'm gonna talk to her tonight and have a discussion about it. But I mean, something like that. Yeah, you still have your girlfriend, right? She lives Calabasas or where? Pasadena. That's pretty close. Pasadena. Well, actually, if you have to go through LA traffic, it takes forever. But so Pasadena is north of LA, and where I would live is south of LA. Closer to the beaches, yeah. Yeah, it was. What is she doing there?
Anthony Salon.
Interview what?
Motor salon. No, Anthony needs to try and spit.
That is pretty exciting. London is so huge. It's like New York, basically, except yeah, yeah, it's pretty big. And, there's a lot to see though. There's a lot of cool stuff, and the beer there is really good. Um, yeah, it's a little bit better. The beer there is pretty good, and
Mind your way.
the train system is um, the European women are very nice looking. Well, it was weird because
The British women are ugly. That's why the British colonized the rest of the world, just to get
Well-
away from the women.
we went to the Formula Student event, and the Formula Student,
Oh, did
the Poland team
have any girls?
the teams from the European teams were, they had way more girls and hot girls. Like, it was stupid. It was stupid. Yeah, it was really stupid because we're like, why? This is like, why? It's a bit. Well, at the U.S. team, it's pretty much all guys, so it was a different aspect. It was a little weird. But I need to hook up the program, whatever it is. I'm talking to Michael. I'm sitting in the lab with Michael and Randy, working on an electric fucking car for God knows why.
You're talking to Leslie?
Friend. No, the electric car we got good progress on. It's just we're doing some stuff.
Is look up here. Oh, well, it is. I see that monitor.
But yeah, come to my mom's. I'll be there. I'll be able to see you. Bring Max if you want. I'm sure he'll. I don't know what happened. Max already moved to California.
Can you see the board?
Yeah, when you download it. Uh-oh.
I may have plugged it backwards.
No, no. Tell me what happened. Like, my heart is sinking right now because they were like sweethearts. Like, what happened? I'm actually sad right now. Oh no. Yeah, yeah. That's completely reasonable. Mhm. Sure. Yeah. Oh no, Max. He's done it. I knew he would screw it up. I knew. Idiot. Max, why is he doing that? Did you yell at him or did you just laugh? Or did you think you don't care? You just think it's a great idea. No, Darcy or who the hell that is. It's working. Oh no. I don't want to know. Poor Brittany. No, I just thought Max would actually have a long-term relationship that he wouldn't screw up. Like I thought this. Okay.
Well,
Sounds pretty serious. So what are you guys doing? You waiting on him?
Yes, we need different. I realign the whole thing since you have shoot these, so now the motor won't spin, so Anthony needs to change the code until we figure out how to spin.
That's good.
I thought like they were good. Oh, son of a bitch. I thought they were good, but it sounds like something's going on there. Max is turning that way.
I don't suppose you have like a free Ethernet line around here.
Yeah.
Dude,
You won't have it very. How long?
just reach wherever, you can stand wherever. I don't care.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know. We'll talk about it more later. I'm kind of in the middle of this stuff. Is there any more important things that we can't talk about later tonight? So I'll tell you all the stories and all the good stuff. Alright, get back to work, get it done. Peace.
So the router's over here, there's another.
Michael, I need do you have a USB cable that's the USB-B?
Yeah.
So it's what I need.
So.
And then I guess we'll just hook it up to UART and try to control it like that. Oh wait, it won't work because it's on a CAN bus. Never mind.
Oh, I have to, well, I'll get the power adapter.
What's this blue wire?
That's it.
Well, why don't we just try it with the pedal and see what happens? But it looks like it's not in the right position. Maybe we should spin it. Maybe we should just spin it and see what happens. Sure.
Yes, it's not possible.
Okay,
It's
Randy
also
Waller.
the correct call position.
Well, then should we test on a little motor?
No,
Well, how are we gonna test if the Hall is fucked up? The Hall effect. How are we gonna fix that? Because I just
it has to be fixed in the software.
I'm not sure what to do.
We'll look at it together.
I'll show you what I have, but
Okay, where's the, now it's not on the CAN bus, give me the USB.
so I can disable the ordering safety checks, and then we'll just throw out whatever state it needs.
Yeah, take that off.
And it might work then. Is Randy not gonna?
Actually, it did work before, but it was spinning in the opposite direction that it said error.
Okay. Well, I implemented soft switching, so that's on. Now I'm gonna implement the correct ordering. So I don't know if anything actually works, is the problem. Oh man, the thing is jumping my mouse again. You gotta unplug it. Oh fuck. You gotta unplug it. Here, I got it. It's gotta be, I don't know why it does that.
The inverter has 20 volts on.
No, you gotta unplug it. It is jumping the mouse. It's ruining everything. You unplug it? No, it's gonna do this no matter what. It always does this.
Not on my Mac.
Just unplug it now before it fucks up everything.
It's
Unplug it.
Here, plug it back.
Okay, it's measuring duty cycle. Something is messed up. Well, now the computer's kicker. So this is the setup, essentially. I think we'll have to modify the state machine heavily in order for the soft switching setup to work. So I set the dead time values to 25. Don't know what that means. It doesn't say. Complementary mode, and then independent time based edge line master duty cycles, which we used master duty cycles previously. Independent time bases, so we can operate them independently. And then configure faults, so faults are on. It doesn't really do anything. And then phase periods are, there's no phase period.
I'm sorry, I wasn't.
Whatever. So it's reading duty cycle. Oh, actually, I don't know why it's reading duty cycle, but if you look at the board,
It's, the car's not plugged into it.
oh, you turned it off. Okay, never mind. Can we turn it back on? Yes, I'll turn it back on. Okay, where is power? Whoa, why is the board off?
Is it? I plugged the power adapter into it.
Oh. The phases are off, that's why. Plug back in. So none of the phases are on, is the problem.
Hi, I'm a student. Can I bring a non-student alumni guest with me to the Mac? Okay, every time. Okay. All right, thank you. Bye.
Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna try and see where did Randy go?
Okay, so actually, what I realized, what I said was wrong. How you had it, the Hall phase sensors, all of that was correct. It's just that when it's going in the opposite direction it expected, it was faulting an error. That just has to be disabled and then it will work.
Okay, so it's in Hall stage 5, but there's a fault already. So we don't know why.
Can you reset it from the terminal?
No, it has to be hardware. It has to be reset from there. So just hit it. Okay, now no fault. Now I'm gonna give it duty. It has power.
Now it does.
I'm gonna give it duty cycle and see what happens. Is it turning on?
Yeah, oh, okay, hold on. No, you can't do that much. Stop.
Okay,
It
it's
went to
off.
current limit and then down to like 10. And then to like 0.1 volts.
So I want to.
Okay, hold on, let me see. It's
Oh, I'm gonna turn off.
okay to 25 volts now. So don't just. You shouldn't have to go above 20%.
Okay, I'm gonna go. That's 10%. That's 15%.
Hold on, it's constant current.
Can you
Go
see
back.
the
Go
board?
back to 0.
That's 0.
Just go 1 increment up.
It's a fault now.
I'll reset it. Okay, go 1 increment up.
I did, and it faulted. It changed Hall states, but it faulted. So it must have. Okay, I'm gonna disable the faults, and then we're gonna retry it. So give me like a couple minutes.
Yeah, I think it's because it went in the wrong direction.
Yes.
Which is fine. That's
Yes.
there's no such
and-
thing as the wrong direction.
Yes, and I'm going to disable this. So, disable fault checking on that, and disable fault checking on this. Hey Randy. Oh, Randy's gone. Never mind. Yeah, people kept calling me. Leslie called me, and then one of my best friends from high school called me. He was like, "Yeah, I'm going to your mom's. I'll see you tonight." She told me you're coming to visit her. He wanted to talk. Well, I think we can get this pretty good, but so, hey Randy, what would you do if you wanted to redo the motor control stuff? What would be the plan? Like, because we use the peripheral,
You want to read
the whole, if we rebuild the whole app, because right now it uses the legacy shit, but if you do the new stuff, it's weird because it generates the stuff for you. Like you pick what you want and it just generates all the drivers. It's really weird.
What are you using to generate stuff?
No, okay, you know the peripheral library you rely on? The legacy?
You talking about my code base?
Yeah, the legacy.
Basically, all the stuff I wrote in 2016 I haven't touched since.
So that legacy stuff,
Yeah.
oh, we plug in Kit Michael,
It uses the microchip peripheral library.
peripheral library.
Right.
Well, that's also legacy. They don't use it anymore. Now they use like NP configurator or something. It's this thing.
Oh yeah, and
NP Lab code configurator.
Yeah.
And you open it up.
It sets up the what's it called, the modules.
Yeah, and here I'll open it up and show you real quick. And then, well, it's the code is compiling. So I want to show you this. Anyway, it's like a menu, and you pick like all these parameters, and it just generates the stuff for you. I don't know.
It's like CalVision.
I don't know if it's yeah, I don't know if it's like something you have to use or if it's just a pile of crap. But that's the same. They push you towards that. It seems like.
Well, I started working on this in like April or May.
Or would you rather go to the new chip, T-C chip? Because we have options on that board.
Dude, moving to the T-C I think would be the best choice.
Because the core functionality isn't hard to implement. It wouldn't take very long.
No, do you have to confirm with the data sheet if the T-C does
Wait,
PWA fast enough?
This is the code configurator. It shows you a little thing.
Oh, but you can do it all manually.
Okay, yeah, you pick your pins, and then it basically initializes everything for you.
Mhm.
You pick like
It's not forcing you
ADC,
to do
CAN,
that.
CRC. Yeah, I know it's not, but you know what I mean?
Okay,
Yeah, I totally know what you mean. I
So
don't think it's a hardware problem.
I laid out the TVC on this board so I can put one on. However, if I laid it out wrong and it doesn't work, then
Fuck.
it's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
Well, I've been working a lot on the T-C lately. Now the time frame for this, it's not going to be like today. It's not going to be this week. This would be a concentrated effort. But you are more likely to benefit from the work I'm doing on my personal projects if you were to go to the T-C than if you were to stick with the DSPIC. I rewrote the CAN driver, and I think I also did the ADC for the DSPIC. I also upgraded the free RTOS port. And I started work on the CAN router because the way that CAN queuing is implemented in the current system, in the legacy firmware, is just like this disgusting
Yeah.
trash. Like we talked about that. It's just broken. It's trash.
That's why there's so much lag.
Yeah,
Pedals
exactly.
to-
And that's why I started working on it. But then I got busy and I also burned out. So wow, you got a flare cam in here?
That's from my CERN lab.
That's
So
like
the
super
problem,
expensive.
so the problem is that the software needs to,
The problem is you guys need software that works.
yeah, this
So-
is sort of
It
working.
would be great if, like, by the end of the weekend, we have everything done with the motor control, and I can mount it and build it back up on the frame.
Well, we can do that with this,
So you can do that one of two ways.
but I don't know how the CAN is always going to be an issue.
Well, here's what I'm
It's
thinking.
kind of hard to get around. That delay in the pedal is kind of hard to get around with this current system. You'd have to like do a lot of work.
All right, well, here's what I'm thinking. There's two things. There's the pedal box and there's the motor controller, right? Okay. I've done a lot of work on that CAN queue system that I was talking about, the router. Like, that's working in a CAN.
On a pick.
It's not working on a PIC, it's working in a virtual machine.
Hmm.
So the CAN FIFO and the CAN Q, all that bullshit, that's all worked out. That's the movement of the PIC. I think I could do that by the end of this week. If you guys like clean off the desk or something, where I could like lay out a couple monitors and just work, I could get that done.
I'm only interested in the quickest route to iron out all the bugs on the motor control.
What kind of bugs are you working on?
I guess really the only bug is just
Ramping.
slow.
So ramping.
Duty
Where are you
cycle.
doing ramping?
What?
Where are you doing ramping?
Well, I
There
need
is
the
no
slow
ramping.
pedal response.
There is, it's
So
literally,
the slow pedal response is a direct problem caused by cracked CAN communication limitation on flaky firmware. I see a path for, in fact, hold on, let's see if that's.
alright,
I knew
it's
you guys were
installing
gonna ask
now.
me about this. This is why I brought this. Whose Mac is this? Is this yours, Anthony?
That's my Mac. What? You have a Mac?
No, I don't have a Mac, but I do have this.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's okay.
What was it?
I pulled down the battery pack.
Did it break it completely?
No, not at all. I was expecting shorts and giant sparks.
Let me just.
This is how Michael dies. Yeah. We almost saw the end of Michael hit
This
like,
is yeah. Hey, Michael, look at this depth kit I brought.
and then he
wheels
dies
over, and the car falls on him.
Oh,
the
so
battery explodes and
you thought I
kills
was reacting to your kit.
him. Okay,
You have breadboards here, right?
yeah.
Here, Michael, check this out.
That was $80.
This was not a cheap thing to get. I don't think it was 80, but it was definitely pricey.
So you can put a MC in here.
That's right. And I have little feet for this, so we can put it in a breadboard. Now, I'm not saying we should build a motor controller off this. What I am saying is I'm prepared to sit there and try to do as much as I can on software
Oh, for that.
tomorrow and Friday, because Amit's not around, he has to go to work. I have nothing else to do. So if you guys want to make the commitment to try to like bring the pedal box up and the motor controller up using new software to fix this lag problem,
Yeah.
great. But that does not solve your ramp problem. That is something you have to do in the motor control, and it's something that one of y'all are going to have to work on.
Oh, this is updated, so we can test it. You ready over there?
So, Michael,
Yeah.
let me know what you want to do about
Yeah,
this.
let's do that. I'm completely full of that with you.
What do you?
It's
what
on
do you
me.
need?
Oh, okay, hold it. It just shorted. I mean constant current. Oh, okay, go back to 0.
What do you mean constant current?
You went to constant current, and then okay, I have to lower the voltage. Okay, do it again. Go down 1. Go down. Down. Okay, I'm gonna turn this up to 40 volts.
So I don't know if the implementation is correct.
Do it again. Okay, that's good. So you heard it click.
Yeah.
Now it's not advanced. Oh, now it's constant current. Okay, now it's 45 volts. Do it again.
So my phone says it's 108 degrees outside.
Try using the.
Okay, hold on.
I'm surprised this is working.
I have to tell you which duty cycle to stop at because then it goes to constant current and then half volt. So go up 1 increment. Oh, that's 1 not 10%. You have to do less than 10%.
Okay, let me set this up. That we can do less than 10%. Small step is plus. Okay. There, is that better? Actually, let me fix this. Let me fix this first. Before I fuck around, let me fix this. Let me fix the minimum duty cycle stuff.
So what happened? You remember that desk I had in ELAB? One that I sat at? Not the one with the pallet. I meant the one by the door. The one that Travis
Yeah.
drilled a hole in. Do you know what happened to that desk?
No. There's a table like that in my CERN lab. There's a table and place. What about?
I need a chair that doesn't suck.
They used to use that bench top.
I need monitors. That's not a bad spot. Behind the blue one.
It's probably all greasy, oily the table.
That's just the right way. I can still clean that up. Looks like it is. This looks cleanable. I think I can do this. I'm gonna need space. I'm gonna need time. And I need light.
This is gonna be.
I'm just gonna shove it off to the side and just wipe it. And go get some glue on, some soap, it'll be fine. That's 10 minutes. And any monitors, I know what those are. Keyboard, I know what that is. I have a mouse. Power strip, do you have a power strip in here?
I think there's something about it.
Fine, I'll find it.
PWM.
Actually, I'm gonna go look in the freezer for the Loctite.
Independent duty cycle. phase. We don't care about the phase change, do we? Of the pulse width modulation. We want
No.
here's the mode we want, and then here's the options you have. You have independent duty cycle, which
I can't follow you.
yeah, this is the problem.
I can't think about this one.
So first we gotta figure out what we want. I need you to help me with this. And then you can-
Complementary.
So yeah, complementary, and then there's a bunch of all these are like configurations. Independent duty cycle.
We don't. Oh, well,
Actually, let's go. We can go through all of them. This is what the like form. This is what it looks like.
so we only care about one phase at a time because you're turning the phases on and off manually. So all we care is about high and low relative to each other.
I currently have it set to. I'll show you the one.
Michael, I need a breakboard. And go scope if you have it. What happened to that old piece of junk that you used?
This is what I have it set to. Here.
Yeah, that's correct. That's
No
right.
phase shift, edge align,
Yes.
independent duty cycle,
And then what is this?
complementary mode.
Okay, yes. And then dead time is
ALDR1 and DTR. So there's a dead time before and a dead time after. So
okay, that's right. So it's just a delay for when the bottom turns on and then a delay when the top
Yes.
turns on.
so DTR.
And those should be equal to each other.
Yes, DTR and ALDTR is the dead times, and they're all equal.
Yeah, and you understand that this complementary switching, you only turn this on for the high side FET that's being PWM'd. Or for the phase of which the high side FET is being PWM'd.
Mhm.
So this is, we only do complementary switching on one phase at a time.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's how it's set up. This is the code I'm using. Pretty much this. DTR and ALDTR is 25.
Okay,
Michael, if you can find me a breadboard, you can find that old Pico scope.
Breadboards are gonna be like on the shelf of that wall.
Okay, do you know where this Pico scope is? Is that also in the left? Oh, perfect, yes. All of that is scope. Okay, this is that thing that was-
NBC.
Do you have
No, there's your laptop.
Oh, perfect, okay. That's so convenient. Is this anything? I don't know if that is a problem. Alright, I guess let's,
PT
Anthony, is this anything?
Huh?
You need this?
No, you can have it.
Back.
Okay, this power supply is still on. I'll leave it at 40 volts.
Okay, well,
So this is actually high voltage, so don't. You can't destroy anything with 40 volts, but.
what do you want to do?
So what you had, that complementary switching, that's correct.
Okay.
Now, you just got to make the motor spin. So before, whatever code was on there before you flashed it, I'm changing what I'm saying now. It was correct. It commutated correctly, except it was going in the wrong direction, and that created a fault. So if you just turn that fault off, it would have just worked.
Okay, we'll do that.
So I really think it's possible we can, maybe by the end of the weekend,
Well, I can just switch the software back and forth really easy. It's not that hard.
if I can find the Loctite, I can assemble a motor controller on the upright, and then we can do more testing on the upright after we get all this software working how you want it. Like with the speed, duty cycle, speed limiting the duty cycle and all that.
Okay.
That OBS is still streaming, by the way. The OBS is still streaming. We can turn it off if you want.
Okay. Are you leaving?
No, I'm gonna go with the Loctite in the freezer. You're trying to turn the car off.
Turn the car off? Michael. Hey, Michael. So, I don't think. Are you Michael? No, you're not Michael. Fuck. I don't think this little shit power supply has enough power to even spin the motor. Because it's shorting it out at 2 amps. Like, we're gonna hook up to a real power supply.
I think you need more than 2 amps.
No, not at 30 volts.
No,
We're set at 40 volts.
why don't you run it at like 10 volts?
This is dumb. Well, because it's not enough to. It's not enough to spin the motor. It's enough to make it jerk a little bit. Michael,
39.
see, it spins for a second. I'm gonna go get him.
He's looking for his Loctite.
Yeah, I know. Now we hook up the big power supply connection. Roughly.
What?
You're not gonna be here to help.
Dude, is your start date really next Monday?
Yes.
Oh, it is?
You can push it back a week.
I mean, I can tell them, but they're really busy.
As long as you're eating one more week. Packing up all your stuff. Who's your reporting manager? Dan?
So,
Who's that?
I don't know, I never met him. But,
Just tell them that shit's crazy, you need an extra week to get ready. It's not like they're gonna turn you down.
yeah, I know, but my plan was to leave Thursday and drive Friday. My plan was to drive Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. No. Drive,
Oh, I needed to talk about that too.
my plan was to drive for 3 days and show up sometime Monday. Or show up sometime Sunday.
I think you're kind of close to. I think because today's already Wednesday.
Yeah.
When I was traveling to California,
Well, it's a 3 day trip.
I was already on a road trip this morning.
Right.
Mike, I'll put me started over here, is that okay?
Well,
I don't care, as long as you can still walk around the park.
let me double check.
Yeah, that seems really crazy tight schedule, man. I wouldn't-
Well, I was supposed to be back before.
So maybe don't mention e-commerce, like you can't get your shit packed.
Well, I wanted to be there by Sunday.
This coming Sunday,
Yeah.
holy shit, dude. You're gonna get to LA before I go back to California.
Well, I don't know what else to do because I reserved an Airbnb, so I had a place to stay. From
Like, what to do is email your hiring manager and tell them, look, Craig, stuff was crazy with school, I need an extra day or two. Oh, I would do this. You are kind of close.
well, yeah, you're right. That's why I need to go figure out that stuff. Put all the shit in the car. God damn it!
You're not packing that much stuff though, right?
No, not really. Just whatever's in the car. So yeah, you're right. I probably do need like another week, which sucks ass.
You don't have to raise money, it's all paying into the week, it's like, hey guys, look, some crazy shit happened. Things take a little longer. Crazy, you might wait a couple months. If you want, so I can talk to Sid about it. Do you have any, is Sid involved in this process anymore?
Not really.
Have you talked to the power training too?
Yeah, I just email my manager pretty much. And then I just email him back and forth.
That makes sense. I can't find my orders.
Yeah, I'm really stressed out about the whole situation because there's a lot's going on.
I definitely understand that. I was super stressed. Well, 2016 was like the most stressful year ever. For many reasons.
Yeah.
I can go call Sid right now and just ask him who can work with you.
Yeah, I'll email him tonight and check on
I'm gonna
everything.
call Sid.
No, because he probably doesn't know what's going on.
At the very least, I can just ask him like, hey, how would powertrain react to the end of the other week?
Yeah, I think I'll just email my boss and say like, hey, I might come in like a couple days later. Is that okay?
Considering you're packing your life up here in Texas,
Yes.
I believe that's a reasonable request.
Well, I thought I would have more time, but it's like a 3-day freaking car ride. So if I pack up, if I leave like, let's say I pack up and leave Friday, if I do that,
You're
like,
not gonna need yourself, it's 12 hours a day.
yeah, I know, but I could get there like Wednesday or Monday or something.
Also, with work, you seem to be handling it quite well, you're not freaking the fuck out.
Kinda am, but I don't know what else to do. You get it?
I'm guessing this cable was at some point over the door.
Yeah. So that's going to the switch over here.
You find that. Just so I can like stop it. Slap some up there. You can find that short.
I'm not gonna. Try it. So yeah, it's a lot of stress.
Well, what can we do to fix that? How much time do you need?
Maybe a week, but
A week enough?
I'm gonna talk.
Are you waiting to talk to them because what you guys talked to your mom about tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to my mom tonight, and then maybe try to make it out there sometime midweek.
Midweek is not the best time to be starting. Not the time to start. But it's your decision. The only thing I can do is just call Sid and see if I can get some intel on how the power people take it.
Yeah, that might help. I want to. Well, I already have an Airbnb booked for the week. Because I was expecting to be there this next week.
What's the cancellation policy on it?
Well, like, nothing really. There is none. Like, basically, you have 3 days to cancel. Like, 2 days to cancel, or if it's with more than a week in advance, or something like that. Is the cancellation policy.
Yeah, it's usually something silly.
So, I really want to get out there ASAP. So I don't want to get out.
So what are you gonna do about all your stuff here in Texas? Are you coming back to Texas?
No, my plan was to pack up like a lot of stuff in my car one day, like maybe tomorrow, and then just start driving. Like all my clothes I can fit, all that stuff, and then all my like other crap, I'll have it shipped with a moving company. Like Faraday will move it, right? And then,
Oh, well, don't you have to come back and coordinate that?
well, I'll have someone here to coordinate that.
Who's that
My mom will
person?
do. I'll have my mom handle all that. And then I'll just receive it when I have an apartment set up.
I don't mean to freak you out, but I think the mental load of leaving Texas forever tomorrow is a little sudden, don't you think?
Yeah, I know.
That's not an easy thing to process. And it would suck to be halfway through the southwestern American desert and still have a mental breakdown. So I don't think there's any shame in asking for additional week.
Yeah.
And I will get on the phone with Sid in a minute when I'm done clearing up this where this is and see if he can help somehow.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. Decide what I'm gonna do. Like,
Are you still considering staying here in Texas?
not really, but there is a possibility.
What would we do in Texas?
Nothing. Find some job somewhere.
Oh, just stay here until you find a job and keep working on your projects.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what I do. Apply to jobs all day and do interviews. I'd like to leave this weekend and show up end of next week and start. That's viable.
Are you doing this because you have a sense of obligation to Faraday?
Well, yeah, I had a Airbnb, and I had all my stuff planned out to leave like Thursday,
That's tomorrow.
but it doesn't look like that's gonna be a possibility. So I left Thursday. I drive Thursday all day, Friday all day, Saturday. And I could show up sometime Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna then show up to work Monday and get all that shit settled and start looking at apartments.
Yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. I need to talk to John and Bill and all the other crazy people working in and see how badly they want me to move back to LA.
sounds to me like it's gonna end up being inevitable because they're all in LA, they just bought an office in LA. Most of their clients are in Los Angeles, so why would I have to go back?
Yeah.
They're finding reasons for me to be there a lot. Plus, if we were rooming together, and that's like, I can see us doing that for roughly $1,000 a piece.
Yeah. That'd be pretty
And
good.
we would have a pretty kick-ass place. That's a house.
Yeah. That'd actually be nice.
But if your timeline is to find an apartment inside of 2 weeks,
So stressful. Well, where else am I gonna stay though? Like a long-term Airbnb, is that pretty expensive though?
not really.
I guess I'd have to find a long-term Airbnb that is cheap. The one I have, I don't think is cheap.
I had one for a month in Long Beach, which was not that great, but it's.
What was it like per day, or like how'd you get the?
I think the whole thing, the whole month was like 1,400,
Yeah.
which wasn't bad when you consider that includes, it's not like I was paying bills, I had internet, electricity, and all that other fun shit.
See, my plan was when I got there to see if I liked the Airbnb, stay there for a week, and then extend it, and just talk to the owner, and be like, hey, can I just rent this out for the next 2 weeks or something, or 3 weeks?
What happens if they've already got some new boats?
Well, I checked the schedule and there was no bookings, but there always could be.
There could be somebody coming in right behind you.
Yeah. And then if that didn't work, my plan was to find another Airbnb in the week I had.
Well, it's not that big of a rush, but it really depends on how you feel about the main situation, whether or not I have to move to LA. Because what would suck is you sign a lease and I call you the next day like, hey, yeah, I have to move to LA. And you're like, well, I just signed a 14-month. So
Well, I don't mind staying in Airbnb if I can find one that's affordable. That helps with the commitment, or something, not to commit to anything, just for living on the road. I wouldn't mind, but I have to figure that out. Like I have to find one that is affordable for month to month.
well, it sounds like you got a lot of stuff to figure out.
Yeah, I have an Airbnb. I have a car.
You gotta talk to your mom.
I gotta talk to my mom. I gotta throw shit in the car and then drive for 20 hours?
You have to talk to Leslie.
I talked to her a little bit, but I told her I'd let her know for sure by like the end of today.
I think not that my opinion matters in your situation. I give it anyway, which is it sure would suck from her perspective to have you say tonight, yeah, I'm leaving and you're gone tomorrow.
Yeah, that would fucking blow. And I don't want to do that either.
So that's why I'm thinking this extra week would probably help.
Yeah.
I'm talking like a full week. I don't mean show up on Wednesday. I mean show up the following Monday.
Yeah.
And you can just be straight with them. Just tell them like, look, I'm having some mental issues with this right now. Like this is a hard thing to do. I need a little bit of time. So I'll let go of this 100% when I show up there. You don't want to show up there and then not be able to focus because you're worried about all this shit.
Yeah. I think I'll email them tonight. They're traveling anyway, so I'm gonna email them tonight and just be like, hey, how do you feel if I showed up a little bit later?
How long are they traveling?
They're gonna be in Arizona for like the next 2 weeks.
Perfect. That's like 42 weeks for you.
Well, I'm gonna message them and be like, well, would you rather me show up a week later?
Is the entire power training out there?
No, just the manager. I think John will still be there.
Is Dan Gillespie out there too?
I don't know.
Actually, Dan doesn't strike me as a traveling person, so I don't think he's out there.
Did you get hooked up?
Yeah, it's hooked up.
Yeah, it's in parallel mode. Just put it in the single. Put it like the 40 volts. Let's see what happens. On.
Why is it? Oh, it's not turning on. Do you have? Is it up? I think it's like. There's this constant current.
No duty cycle. Is it shorted? It should not be. What the hell?
Constant current.
Reese, is it shorted on the board? I mean, it could be the dead time. Dead time unit.
Okay, so what's the supply?
Something messed up.
Michael, do you have any rags, like dirty shirts in here? No, anywhere.
I just wish that had more time.
You can have it. Matter of negotiating for it.
I should have texted them or emailed them and just said it'd be fine.
put on.
Well, the bottom one works, but not the top. So.
We'll just use the bottom. Is there a screwdriver over there?
Yes, it was. Right here. Not anymore. So we're gonna have to verify the dead time because I'm assuming it's in nanoseconds, but I'm not really sure.
So you don't know at all.
It's just a value, and I haven't really found what the value actually means. I'm assuming it's nanoseconds. Yeah, or cycles, processor cycles. So it highly depends on.
Depends on the accuracy of the clock. Oh, that's something else that never got done on DSPIC. I never switched it to the external oscillator.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna give it an arbitrary value of 50 and hope it's slow enough time. Then we can verify it with the scope. So let me know when you're ready. This is all ready. Yeah, I don't know. So he says he will be on a trip starting to Arizona, starting this Sunday, and he'll be gone for 2 weeks.
Okay. Who is your? Are you working directly under that guy?
Yes. Chow Ye.
So what's the plan in the meantime? Like if you show up on Monday, who do you report to?
So some of the powertrain folks will join on the second week of the trip. So most of the people are going to be there. He's leaving Sunday. Some people are leaving next Sunday.
Yeah.
And then depending on how everything goes, you could be joining the trip as well on the second week. Oh, so they're saying like I show up and then I go to Arizona with the
So
second.
here's what you do. Here's what you do.
They want me to go to Arizona to learn shit.
When is the second? When is that? When will they push you?
So he's leaving Sunday. The
This
second group is leaving next Sunday. Yeah.
So here's what you do. You drive, not this coming Sunday, but like the following Friday. You leave, you drive to that state, you meet them there, you just have your first day there. Dude, you've already been an intern there for 6 months. You don't need to go through this whole company, atmosphere, attitude, HR, feel good bullshit. Sign your papers later. Have them email your papers and sign them. And then just meet them right there. There you go. I just watched you do a week and a half.
Well, meet them in Arizona?
Yeah.
That would be nuts.
What's wrong with that? That's your fucking plan, dude. That totally would work.
This is so stressful. I almost would rather just hop on a plane and show up one day. And then I wouldn't have a car.
You ship the car.
I was thinking about hopping on an airplane, like, and just renting a car.
Honestly,
And then that would save me, because it takes 4 hours to get there on a plane. Rent a car, and then I can have my car shipped with all my shit. Or my motorcycle, and I can ride my motorcycle around.
Yeah, you could do that.
It's cheaper to ship and easier. I can ship both probably. Faraday has a nice shipping package.
Yeah, they do. They ship up to 2 cars.
Yeah, oh, I'm gonna try that. See, this is why I want to talk to my mom. I was gonna talk to her about all this stuff too.
She has ideas about stuff like this.
She has ideas, but also she's gonna be a major like organizer of all this. If I just get on a plane and be like, hey, can you get me a ticket? If I message the Faraday moving people like, hey, get me a ticket for next week.
Just go get your own ticket. Not next week, dude. Fly to Arizona. Oh, God.
Yeah. I can do that. Is it ready, Michael?
No.
So, okay, wait.
You want me to hold them up for you? You can get down there. It's too heavy. It's too heavy.
Can you hold it? You can't hold it.
Yeah, I can hold it. Just get it done. You should check out Wisconsin racing website every so often.
Yeah, I saw the documents.
But they're putting out 2018.
I saw the 2018.
Oh, what'd they say? Did you read them?
Yeah, they bought a motor controller and they kept blowing it up.
No, that was 2017.
Oh, that was
Yes. They haven't, when I sent you the stuff, they haven't released 2018. 2018, they designed their own inverter and motor. Oh, it's floating because it's on its own. Whoops. But that's fine. But yeah, check the website every so often, and I bet they'll have like really good stuff. When they release it, which will probably be soon. Okay. So I can book my own tickets and get reimbursed.
You could probably do that. Well, save some time.
Yeah, I might do that.
Or just ask them straight up, how much do you cover plane tickets for? And
Yeah.
or just
It would,
buying a ticket that's within that range.
okay.
And fly to Arizona.
Why would I do that?
You can meet the powertrain team there.
Do you think that would work though? That seems like ballsy.
Well, you would tell them ahead of time.
I know that, but do you think they'd want to do that? Like me just show up in Arizona?
You were an intern. You already know how things work. Who's a fuck? What are you gonna do on your first day at Faraday?
Would have the power.
Here's what's
It's
gonna
on.
happen. Is they're gonna take you to 501 and you're
You
gonna
ready?
sit there and you're gonna
Yeah, I'm
listen to stupid fucking Osei explain to you company culture.
Okay.
Good? I want to do that again.
Okay. That sounds different.
This is soft switching.
What?
This is soft switching. This is the new implementation.
Okay. I keep doing it. Now spin it the other way.
Reverse?
Yeah.
I can't actually do that. I didn't set it up that far yet.
Okay.
I mean, I can try. Like,
I'll turn it off.
I need to
Figure
reprogram.
that out, and I'm gonna.
You're gonna scope. You want to scope it
Yeah.
so you can see what the fuck's going on and check the dead time. So that does sound way different. I don't know what's going on.
Does it? Well, I thought maybe the gears sound different. It's the gears that sound different.
Oh, there's no oil in there, is there?
No, there's oil. But this is the first time that the pinion gears a lot.
So this is soft switching with faults disabled. So it could be bouncing or going in the wrong direction. So,
No, I'm quite sure you have it right.
huh? Okay, just check it with the scopes. You can check the dead time because it is switching high and low. It's doing soft switching.
I don't know which pair of keyboards you have.
So I think I'm gonna head to my mom's at around 7. So I'm gonna be here for the 2 hours to help whatever you need, Michael. And then you may not ever see me again.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a possibility. Who knows? Randy, I'll probably see you sometime in the near future.
I think you stay here for a while.
are you gonna do this whole week? What are you gonna do tomorrow and the next day?
I guess
He's here to work on it.
I work on the software, I finished what I started back in.
Okay.
Fortunately, I have a fast forward, like I know what to do.
But you guys can't do anything tonight?
I was gonna go see what's GT40 and this is super pissed about the launch.
Michael, are you doing anything tonight?
No.
Because I was gonna try to meet up with you guys later, like around 10 o'clock or something. I don't know if you're gonna be sleeping or whatever, but I'll be back around 10 or something. So
Okay, go ahead and spin it again. You gotta chew on the bottom part.
you ready?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't do it.
It sounds different.
I think the gears sound different.
Yeah. I want to see how you fix that. How did you insert the gap? Flip it, or how did you keep it awaiting? O-ring?
Silicone.
Okay. Did you measure the burnout and all that?
Yeah.
It's at 4% duty cycle, by the way. Running 2 amps, 3 amps, 25 volts.
Hey, will you? Can you help? Go on.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Will you turn it off? Turn the power. Just turn the power supply off. Okay, I need to move this. Oh shit! Okay. I was using the wrong probes. No wonder I wasn't small shit.
So the completely off phase should always be off. The PWM phase should be inverted, right? And then
What the phase that's being PWM, which is the top one of that phase, the
Yes.
bottom one of that phase is inverted.
okay, correct. And then what about the low side? The low side is the
It's-
next phase over, full on.
Yes, that's just like before. no
And the third
difference.
phase should always be off.
Correct. So for this whole synchronous whatever or complementary switching, the change is only made on one phase at a time.
So why does everyone say it's so hard to implement? It's literally a function.
It's not, yeah.
Even the Germans were telling me that. I was like, why don't they told me they use hard switching, and I was like, why? And he's like, it's hard to implement soft switching.
Michael, do you have a USB model?
You didn't bring one?
I'll check my bag, I'm pretty sure I didn't, I was expecting to do software development.
Why did he come here?
Cause I wanted to see your pretty face.
Oh.
Hang out with us.
Oh, fuck, I forgot the owner. Hey, so I called Sid, and he said, talk to Charlotte, which you already know, and you can probably push it back. Well, the question is how much time do you want?
What's it
Okay,
say?
turn back on.
Well, are you called Sid?
I called Sid, yes.
What did he say?
You know who cares, though.
It sounds a lot different. Maybe a lot better, I'm not sure.
Okay, it's,
What is it doing?
can you turn it off again? Actually, yeah, it all looks good.
Is it top switching?
Um,
And is
actually,
there
I need to look at gates to see that, so.
sufficient dead time? That's what I want to know.
Michael, are there any working white screens around here?
You need a monitor?
White screen monitor.
That one is, that's a nice one.
Kind of extra.
DVI.
Do you have any kind of converter cables? I have HDMI and then blue thing.
I used to have a DVI to HDMI.
I can do HDMI.
Well, I used to have it, yeah.
Is that monitor like all together? I can just pick up and move it over here?
Yeah, it's all together. If you can find a DVI to HDMI adapter.
I don't know where that is. Good luck in your file stuff.
No. Okay, you turn it off.
Are you ready?
So this is the gate signal.
What's the DP?
Okay, we can turn it off. And also hand me that multimeter over there. So the PWM gate signal on the high side isn't actually going all the way up to 15 volts. On this one, it's either because the gate limiting resistor is too high. I doubled it from 120 to 240.
Okay.
It's either because of that or the 15 volt supply resistor. Will you switch that over to DC?
Michael, where's that, that hub?
Yeah, I've got it.
Let me look. There's this one.
Refer to one that's not in use.
Let me check.
Yeah, that's mine. I'll get it in. Leave it there. And leave it there. Turn on the power supply.
Well, there's one in there, but
Yes, that's mine. Okay, turn it off. What's the switching frequency? Did you change it?
10 or 8 kilohertz, really low. What do you want it at?
Yeah, that's good.
It's at 8 kilohertz. You want it higher?
You're sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Alright, where's that, I need the hub. It's not there, the hub.
My resistor is too high. This is an expensive pump, so you have to.
Down below that.
Yes, we'll throw it across.
I'm not gonna throw it.
I also set the pre-scaler. So I set the pre-scaler to 1 to 1. Off divider.
Has enough to do what else? Can you quickly flash on what was on there before you came in today?
Yes.
Just so I can verify. Oh, actually, wait, no, never mind. I'm gonna go to the probe on the MCU side.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll ask him to turn it back on in a second.
Turn off.
Well, are you flashing it?
No, I'm not.
Okay, that's. I'm gonna ask you to turn it. Well.
I can if you want. I can turn off the synchronous switching stuff and change it back to whatever it was. I just have to re-disable faults. That's it. It's up to you.
Okay. No, this is switching at nearly 100 kilohertz.
Oh. What? How did that?
So
Okay.
you're off by a factor of
What's the factor?
100.
Oops.
No, factor of 10.
Oops.
What's 100 divided by 10?
Let me double check. 10. But let me, I think I know why. Hardware reg FPLLO divided by motor comm frequency. So what do you want to do? Increase?
I just put it at 10 kilohertz.
Oh,
So, okay, so
I'm off by a factor of 10, so I need to decrease it tenfold.
yes.
Okay.
So the actual gate signal, because I have such high current limiting resistors, and because switching the on time, the actual on time, not percentage, but the time is so low that I never got a chance to go all the way up to 15 volts.
Well, that was dumb. I didn't expect it to change the way it did that. So. So I have complementary mode, independent duty cycle. No. Complementary mode, master duty cycle, independent. Wait, is that right?
So you should always use master frequency and duty cycle.
It.
And then set each individual phases
Okay.
to use the master.
Independent duty cycle. Wait, that's not right. Fuck. Eight, 9, 100.
Can you give it a duty cycle again?
Hold on. Okay, so I have it complementary mode, master duty cycle, independent periods, no phase shifting, edge line.
So master frequency and master duty cycle. Or they're all set to the same frequency.
It should be,
Can you give it a duty cycle real quick?
yes.
Did he turn that off?
Give me, okay, I'll give it a duty cycle. It's got a duty cycle.
Okay.
What is it reading?
Oh, it's the same frequency.
Well, then I have no idea. The way you set frequency is different now. Because this mode must be different.
It's actually like 98 kilohertz.
Oh, fuck. That's stupid. Let me look it up.
And I don't think it was doing the complementary switching just now.
Okay, well, what was it doing?
It was only PWMing the high side.
No. Was it?
I'm pretty sure. I don't have it. It's not. It doesn't have a duty cycle right now.
No, I turned the duty cycle off. Here, I'll turn it back on. Okay, check.
Yeah, it's not PWMing the wrong side.
Well, great.
Oh, well, okay. I'm using the scope to see it, but we could see all the LEDs. So now there would be like averaging over a long time 3 LEDs on at a time, right?
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Well, I'll just have it set up to the way it was before. Because it's not configured correctly.
So what file are all the,
This is all the setups.
so it's in the header? Oh
No,
no,
it's
motor init.c, okay.
Yeah, it's the initialization. This is the original setup. Let's see what it does.
Okay, can you please add in a lot of comments like the original and all this?
Yes. PWM comments. PWM. Okay, I'm gonna try this and then we'll see what happens. Not sure if this will set the dead time or not. PWM con X. What is dead time function?
So just to be clear, Michael, you want pedal blocks and motor control, is that right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna prioritize that work on this.
Well, it's a two, I can't give you a no pedal blocks and a motor controller, so you need both of them. Those are the two ECUs you want to work on, right? You're not going through the supervisor,
No.
are you doing anything torque vector?
Well, okay, I'll,
Do you want pedal blocks to command all four motors or just one?
yes, I'll go.
Also,
But ultimately, I'm concerned about this release in the lab.
okay, that's fine.
There's no plan.
Well, there's a minimum level of effort that goes into getting it actually functioning properly. And I can do it, I'm just.
So by the time you go through the cost of all that, you should just as much as you can before you leave.
Well, most of it's already done, it's just putting all the application together, but I just don't want to work really fucking hard on something that you can't use, so that's why I was clarifying. that you want, pedal blocks and motors, and you just want stick motors.
Yes.
Okay. My judgment.
So negative dead time actively applied. Dead time compensation mode enabled. Alright, let's see if this does the trick. Alright. I'm gonna reprogram it now and see what we get. So I might have to modify this to get it to do what we want, but I think it'll be alright. Are you ready?
Well, it's on, but it's not doing.
Okay.
Okay, now it looks like it's 10 kilohertz.
Okay, yeah, I updated it. Now what?
Oh no, this is 1.2 kilohertz. But-
Open.
And there's no complementary switching.
Okay, yeah, I know how to fix that. Well, I can't answer my phone now. Hello? I'm gonna come at like 6. Colby's coming too. Yeah, I'm gonna come at 7 too. I'm right in the middle of something, but I'll be there pretty soon. I've been so busy trying to figure everything out. I'm gonna talk to you about it when I get there. That's why I'm coming over too. Yeah, I'll talk to you when I get there about it, because there's a lot to go over. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Okay, so what do you see?
It's 1.2 kilohertz and there's no complementary switching.
1.2 kilohertz.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is it 1.2?
Like, are you streaming right now?
Am I what?
Are you streaming right now?
Yes.
Are you gonna have a problem if I get this link cable from this camera?
I can stop this. What are you asking?
The LAN cable over here. And I'm gonna plug it in my laptop.
No, this one, this blue cable, this is the PC over here. This goes around.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
Oh no, that's just going to that camera over there by itself.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like, I need network cables and shit. I need to find one.
Okay. Over that. Alright, let me check this. So, this is gonna take some experimentation. Alright, it's programming. It's connecting up. Figure. Alright. Come on.
I
Okay.
That looks like 10 kilohertz.
All right. Now.
And there's complementary switching.
All right. Great. So does it look right now?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Oh, great. It's oh yeah, this is perfect. 10 kilohertz. Let me take a look at this.
Yeah.
So here's the power type. Let me make it.
Okay. What's the dead time?
That's the dead time in between.
Can you give me a value?
Yes. So that's 10 kilohertz. So yellow is the top,
Yes.
red is the bottom. So
Yes.
that's great. It's inversed. Dead time bottom. $640 nanoseconds.
What do you want it set to? Is that enough?
Yeah, that's enough for now. It definitely should be fine-tuned exactly, but
So this value of 50, I have it set a value of 50, which is, I'm pretty sure, 50 microseconds. 500 nanoseconds is, no.
okay. So actually, we should slow it down because right now this is switching at. It's switching at about a microsecond.
Wait,
1 or 2
640?
microseconds. So we're switching at 1,000 to 2,000.
640 is 0.64 micro. So it's switching at about so the values are in a hundredth of a microsecond. So you want it
It should be a bit higher,
okay, what value are you
maybe
thinking?
double it.
Okay.
Well, is that linear? Will that double
I
the time?
don't know.
Okay.
I
Probably
think
not.
so though. I think so. I think what it's based off of the clock source, and essentially it's going to be fairly linear, but we'll have to make up some calculation so that we know how to exactly calculate it. The datasheet doesn't say much on it. It just calls it dead time compensation. DTR. This provides dead time value for output. Positive dead time is selected. And nowhere does it say. It just calls it dead time value. Nowhere does it say what units. So I'm gonna assume it's in micro. I'm gonna assume it's dependent. Okay, it's reprogrammed. Alright. Check the dead time. It's been
Oh
doubled.
yeah, that looks almost double.
It's been doubled. .2 micro, so that doubled.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Now you want to turn the power supply? See what happens?
Yes, we'll do that next. I'm looking at something else. Oh, can you give it a duty cycle again?
Yes. 3% duty cycle.
Oh, 3%. Wow, okay, so. But look at this, I have current limiting set so high, such that. So yellow is high side gate, red is low side gate, gate on the MCU logic, 3.3 volts, and green is the actual 15 volts going to the MOSFET. So the switching time, I have it set so slow that it doesn't ever even get above 3 volts. So actually, go ahead, will you keep ramping up the duty cycle. I want to see what the minimum duty cycle is before it gets to 15 volts. Oh, cool. Yeah, keep doing that.
Anthony, when would you fly into LA?
Oh, okay, stop.
When do I fly into LA? No,
Let's say 30.
just make it
What duty cycle is?
24%.
Oh, wow. Okay, I've got it.
You got the gate resistance too high.
Yeah.
That current clamp is pretty badass, isn't it?
Yes, I haven't used it that much yet.
Oh, what are you using for green then?
Oh no, these are all voltages.
Oh,
So this is perfect. You did exactly what I wanted.
$23 a day.
for car?
For a car.
Yeah, or an Uber. Actually, I call it Uber. It'd be like
Probably
$5 a day.
you could spend the boat if you did it all.
Yeah.
You do
Well, what would a direct Uber be like $7?
where in the order?
If I Ubered twice a day, it'd be like 14. Let me double check. Airbnb is 2367 West 238th Street, Torrance, California. And then that's area. So it's better just to rent a car.
It sounds like you're probably not break even, plus if you want to like go shopping or something, you're going to do. It's not so far apart that it really makes sense, but it's not.
What's the age for a car? It's like 25 or something.
How do you
24.
get contact no problem? Get car insurance,
Yes.
your insurance will probably cover your car as well. You don't have to pay extra for this. This is like stuff near the airport. Nice. I really think your best option is just tell them to start when they open your bag. It doesn't make sense for you to let us sit there and like just watch John Lester exist, but wait for them to show up and do something to do. Can you imagine taking orders from John Lester?
No. But I don't know how he'd be as he seems alright, but I never worked with him. I just hung out with him.
Who could that be?
Dr. Woods?
Hi, Dr. Woods.
Oh, hello.
We're making
Wonderful. We're making so much progress.
wonderful progress.
So we're adding even more features. It basically, the worst one, we're even adding more features beyond that, what is necessary right now.
Good. That's great. What's great is you've got all these tools.
I got this from Dr. Brandt. This is a $20,000 scope he used. It's several years old. But this is LaCroix. LaCroix, so there's a close relationship between physicists and LaCroix. LaCroix, they originally started by a group of physicists making oscilloscopes, and they make scopes for physics projects primarily.
Hey, Anthony.
Yes.
And he basically just gave this to me. He decommissioned his own lab. He's retiring soon. I mean, it's still ETA, so I just use it for whatever now. This all this Pico stuff, Cusco sponsor stuff. I know they're loaning it to us, but it's really helpful for current plant and all these voltage probes.
Have you seen the batteries down in the,
Yeah, if you're loaded. So we have to.
what we're gonna do? Here's what I want you to do. I want you
We need to
to,
recycle them. I don't know the avenues to do that.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go through every battery we have, check its voltage, see if it's, can be recharged. If-
I did that.
Let me finish. If it can't be recharged, I want you to tape all the terminals so that it can't be shorted out. And get rid of the ones that, or put them in a place where I can get rid of them. And I'll have a safe get rid of them. But I want to get rid of everything.
We still have those, whatever plastic crates, stack them, I'll just stack them all in there. I'll leave the tabs on tape. They're pretty safe stacked. Well, except the building, maybe there's like 3. I'll take those off. So, I think where we went wrong, for that back connector panel on the back of the battery box, it was a 1/4 inch too low, so I clearly remember this. There was a struggle at the end to make the battery patch 1/4 inch shorter. What I did is I folded down the patch, I folded it up on every cell, and I think that made a couple of leak. And then there's a short between the rubber strap and the post, there's like 10 volts. And then when I put the current measurement for the flute through it, there was like 300 milliamps going through the rubber strap. And I think it was conducting through the aluminum plate and through the electrolyte, which is leaking out. I'm still interested in sinking time into those packs to build one to fix it. I suspect if we don't fold the of the cells that aren't linking anymore, unfold them and don't fold them. Like someone build one up and make it.
I think at this point, if we did only one in parallel, take out half the cells, we'd have enough.
That's at least 40 pounds.
We got way too much battery.
If this chassis is no longer rules compliant, we can, well, I mean, no pun in messaging this is way, but we can cut tubes out. We have double-sided impact structures. But anyways.
Well, the other thing we might do is there's some other companies that keep trying to get me to buy batteries from them. We might buy batteries on the
Yeah, I wouldn't be hurt at all if we just did that. So much effort just to fix the inverter and the gears themselves.
I'll talk to
Or
her and see if
NiCad batteries.
I'll mention it like that. Well, why don't I
Not
get that?
Yes.
There's people very.
I literally don't pay enough. That's
Well, there's a company keeps saying we got batteries for almost a year.
But usually I see those emails say, oh, it's only 5 and
Yeah.
we'll give you our special price.
But I'm a little bit worried that what we got, I don't want one of them to explode. You know, Wits had one explode. And it was,
That was during charging. I remember that. They showed me the spot on the floor.
well,
We left it charging and walked away. But the cells, they do not explode if you over discharge them. That does not happen. There's no. Actually, I did go. I think Anthony went through all the cells. A few, many, maybe like 20 went to almost 0 volts, and I just put 3 volts up to them and charged them up, and they sit at 3.3 volts now. Now maybe they're only half capacity because that happened, but yeah.
well, we need to
Okay,
find
I'll just-
somebody to try to go through our batteries and figure out if we can make a half pack. Is that mine? Is that for? Is that a signed copy? I guess he gave that to the school. He gave me one. A signed copy.
That's always been here. Not there, but here at Wolf.
Okay. Let me get somebody to take care of all of our batteries and go with a half pack.
Me? He's leaving.
Not till I say he leaves.
That's right. Damn straight.
Yeah. I sent him for 2 weeks in jolly old England. He owes me. Did you see it that way?
London's a shithole.
He wasn't there.
Huh?
He wasn't in London.
Oh.
He got to see the Formula One race.
But the countryside is the better part.
The countryside is beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, he owes me. So he ain't going over.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you all later. Randy, you gonna come see me tonight?
I'm gonna come see you tonight. Amit is the one driving me over Arlington, so he's gonna have to come with me.
And all I heard was from Nick.
Amit is the one that's driving me around.
Yeah.
So he's gonna come with me. Good.
Okay, so I want to change. I don't want to do any more running of the motor now. You have it set up all just right. I want to change these gate resistors to lower value.
Okay.
before I run it again. So I'm gonna go hit the Mac and I gotta take this over to my. These are the resistors, and I got them doubled up. So
All right. See you all.
we can call it a meeting then.
Good job.
I gotta, if you're gonna go. Okay. Alright, cool. I guess I'll go do that stuff.
Ken, here's your question, because that's building, there's a lot of roaches in here. Some sort of hotels, but they're all beneath the counters over here. I've seen them, they all come up from the top.
Michael's going to the back, I'll probably run forward.
So, do you foresee yourself ever coming back to this program?
Yeah, I might be back around later tonight. Like 10 o'clock, I'll be back working probably.
Okay, so Anthony has
So you'll figure it
a soft switching, that's just like, for now, the soft switching is working good, motors, things. I have to take resistors to the high side and go change them. But I'll probably go to the Mac first and then I'll change resistors on the board tonight.
Okay. Well, today's only Wednesday, so I guess tomorrow I can sit here and do everything I can to get you to see my work otherwise, see my work over. And hopefully that will be enough to carry through. I know I can get the CAN working because I know CAN works with board, and I've got the FIFO simulated, and I've got the router simulated, so it's just not really C code projects. Setting up some filters, and that should be enough for it. Should be enough. But the rest of the application is the hard part. Like I haven't been keeping track of what changes you guys make the motor controller or the pedal locks. So I'll do what I can for those applications, but somebody else might have to finish.
The key point is the motor controller, the setup / data sheet, and ISR. There's,
It's not work.
yeah, it's not a lot. You just have to set up the PWM modules the same way, state machine needs to be the same, and ISR is straightforward.
But also the minimum duty cycle, where is that?
It's at 0.
Is that at, is that set at the pedal box or?
No, it's set at the motor control, but it might be set at both. I don't think so. Yeah, you'll have to look at it.
It's raining over here, I know that.
It's not very rough.
The value for minimum duty cycle. I just started like 4.5 or 2.5.
So Michael, are you gonna come back tonight?
Sure, yeah. So actually, I have a meeting in the morning, and it may last a long time, so I may not be here. It's been good. I think this is probably what I'm gonna do for that. Not figure out what all I should do for that.
You bring me a couple hard drive. That stuff, because I can't do this over on lab today. Then I'll just shit around.
Oh, that's just a thing, that's right. It's not-
There's all sorts of pictures. I'm just shooting all my FSC stuff, and you can still take the video. That has to wake up at like 7 a.m. to go to work. Early, but it doesn't matter. It's not even a couple hours to focus.
Well, I guess I think if you
If I walk over here, 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm not gonna sit on the or something. I'll wake up when it wakes up. Break up. Cool. Well, go to the back, go to the back. Go figure your fucking life out. Let me know how that goes.
I ask about these.
Yeah, I know, I gotta make sure. Okay. Alright, well.
You can just not show up. You can just like stay here and work on e-cards for the master's degree.
Yeah, I know, I'm sure Dr. Michael would love that.
I should talk to you about that.
No. We can't take it to competition because the chassis, we have to make a whole new chassis and pull all this shit off and be a real pain in the ass.
Right. That's a burden for somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
I have no objection if somebody else wants to do all that. Somebody else might, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like working